All right, right now we're doing a review of the K-bar. And one thing this is useful for is knocking spider webs out of your way when you're in the woods. Let's try a little drop test. I don't know, we're up probably about 3 feet or so over this log. The classic K-bar. See if we can chop, this chunk here. This is, I'm sure you can tell looking at it's rotted. So yeah, I can do light, decent chopping tasks with the K-bar. Chop that twig in half. Let's keep on moving. Right, this is how the K-bar carries on the belt. Love how it carries. It's low riding, so it doesn't jab up into my ribs. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Isaac here. We are here in the woods to talk about this knife right in on my side here. This is the K-bar USMC, the legendary K-bar USMC knife, introduced, I believe, in 1942. Hi. During World War II. Son's out here, he's saying hi even though you can't see him. So this is leather stacked handle, round pommel there. You can see the rat tail tang protruding through the end. We got 7 inches of 1095 Crovan steel, so a little bit more special than plain old 1095. Of course, we got the K-bar Olean New York stamp and USMC on the other side. The thickness here, we got 5/32 or like a 0.15 inch and 11.2 ounces in weight. So figure you're carrying probably close to a pound on your belt with the sheath. All right, so this the handle is about actually I think it's exactly 5 inches long, because we got a 12-inch overall length. Yeah, they see you. 12-inch overall length, and got that 7-inch blade. And the handle, I think, provides a firm grip. It is round, so it can spin around in your hand, but I mean, that's okay for general purpose tasks. And it got a guard there, double quillion.
It's shady in here.
Yes.
Why is it getting shady?
Oh, because the sun went behind a cloud. So let's see if we can cut some stuff. How about you go get me that rope over there and we'll cut that. All right, so here we got some nylon rope, probably 3/8 of an inch thick. Oh, missed a thread, but there we go. Easy peasy. And you can use that nice long cutting edge and the saber grind. They call it a flat grind. I think a saber grind's like a newer term for like a halfway flat grind. Of course, the K-bar's got their signature fuller there. And it's just a classic knife that you just gotta love. All right, we're going to see if the K-bar can hack down a little tree. Right here, this skinny little pawpaw tree. We got, I don't know, probably 1.5 inches in thickness.
Daddy, here's another skinny one. Daddy, this is another skinny one. Daddy.
Yes. There we go. Hacks right through this tree. Now these trees are relatively soft, but I mean that was super easy, guys. Now stand back, please. We're cutting here, okay? You get some bugs in your face. You can stand over here, please, while we're cutting.
Wanna go over there, Batoning?
Yeah, you can go back there. And we're just kind of carving this down now. There, we got a really sharp point on that right now.
Is that spear?
Carved with the K-bar. Yeah, this could be a spear.
Okay.
Maybe we'll leave it here. We'll let it dry out so it can be nice and sharp. And we'll just let that hang.
This?
So Scab and Joe had John Stitt, the CEO of K-Bar, on their Blade Talk not too long ago, and it kind of rekindled my love of the K-Bar brand. These are just great knives. I did a video series like 2 years ago called Knives Every American Should Own, and the K-Bar is absolutely one of them. This knife is just, it knifes, man. People love to complain about the rat tail tang. It's not a full tang knife, it sucks, they say. I say, you suck. Because for most of the stuff that I do with a knife, I don't need a full tang. I don't go along batoning 5-inch thick logs with my knife. I don't do that. This isn't what the knife is for. It's general purpose, utility, and of course combat knife. I'll read you a little excerpt later in the video from World War II about this knife in the Marine Corps. But this is not a hatchet or a wood splitter, a throw. Whoa, what are you doing? My son here playing in the trees. Watch. There. And you just have to know your tool, guys. There's nothing wrong with the K-Bar at all. Nothing.
Do you think you are going to?
It's one of my favorite designs. I also have another K-Bar. They all look like this, but I have one with a foliage green rubber craton material handle, they call it, and it comes with a glass-filled nylon sheath. It's a great knife too. It's the same blade, 7-inch 1095, just different handle material. I think the handle on it is like a quarter to half an inch shorter too. I don't know why, but it just is. And they're great blades. You can stop. You can use these knives in the kitchen if you want to. I have carved a Thanksgiving turkey with my K-Bar. I should have filmed it. But man, it's a do-it-all knife, except for chopping, batoning through 4-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch logs. Can it do small stuff? Yeah. So another thing, outdoor interest that kind of got rekindled lately. I've been watching a lot of old Dave Canterbury videos, and his his 21st Century Long Hunter series that he filmed at least a decade ago. I just love going back and watching that. So much interesting stuff, and like woodcraft on a budget. Look at the playlist on his channel. And I've also been reading his book, Bushcraft 101, and he mentions in that book that you should not be batoning anything with your knife that's over an inch in diameter. Dave Canterbury, probably the most popular name in like bushcraft type stuff in the United States. You know that book Bushcraft 101. It's sold a lot of copies, a lot, over 1 million, I think, that I've read somewhere. And if he says it that you shouldn't be batoning stuff over an inch, you shouldn't be doing it. So the K-bar, you know, you're going to baton inch thick stuff with this, no problem. What? You don't believe me? All right, here we go. Here's some sort of branch we got here that we'll try to baton down into kindling. You see the thickness here, probably an inch and a half. So let's see what we can do. So let's reposition that.
I'm making a little spiel.
No. This, what we're doing is splitting this stick into smaller sticks for firewood.
Wait, we're gonna make firewood today?
I don't think so, but we're just showing on the video that this knife can do a little batoning, although I can't seem to keep it straight here and split through the middle of this, but guess that's okay.
Daddy, now it looks like a vaginal spear.
It does look like a spear now. All right.
Daddy,
But, you know,
Daddy,
we're whacking on this with
that's so cool.
this thick stick, and, you know, we're not bent, we're not broke. So this is what batoning should be. There, we got a decent split.
Daddy, that's good.
So there we go.
Daddy, that's good. Daddy, that looks good.
So if you want a K-bar to carry out in the woods,
Let me
be
see.
your camp knife.
Let me
Here, you're in the way.
let me see. Is it pointy?
Oh, it's pointy.
Wait, can I feel?
See, look, we just stuck it in the ground.
Wait, can I try?
No, yeah, stick it in the ground. You know, the K-bar is going to serve you well. I think one thing the K-bar won't do is strike a ferro rod with the back. A lot of times when blades are coated, and I can't remember what sort of coating K-bar uses on these, or even if they list it, but coating kind of rounds off the spine. Watched a video on Instagram recently where Bushcraft in baseball was working with his K-bar outside, and he filed the spine of the K-bar so that he could strike a ferro rod with it. I mean, I'm getting some sparks here, but if you filed the spine to get that 90-degree edge, it would definitely improve that.
No,
So I wouldn't depend on the K-bar out of the box to strike your ferrocerium rods. You know, you can bring a companion along to do that. So let's try that. We got a Swiss Army knife here, the Field Master to be exact. So let's see if we can, usually people say the saw on these are good for striking ferro rods. Yeah, much better with the Swiss Army knife saw than with the K-bar. So have a K-bar, bring a companion. All right, everybody, we're gonna sit here, just in the living room, no studio setting today, to finish off the video on the K-bar USMC fighting utility knife. What do you think of this knife?
Good.
Good? What's your favorite part? Oh, you like that? Okay. Well, this is so your finger doesn't go up onto the sharp part. That's pretty nice, huh?
Is that the sharp part?
This? No, this is not the sharp part. You can put your finger here.
Not over here or there?
No, we don't want to put it down there.
We only can touch it only here, but not on
Maybe just right here. Okay? All right. Do you like the leather handle?
Yeah.
Do you like the sheath?
I like all of it.
Yeah? All right. Okay, so I said earlier when we were out in the woods that we're going to read a little excerpt on the K-bar from World War II. Now, this would have been sometime, I believe, in early 1944 when this was said to the author of this book, E.B. Sledge, by one of his drill sergeants or some kind of combat instructor when they were receiving hand-to-hand combat instructions as part of their training for the Marine Corps. So the instructor is talking about, don't hesitate to fight Japs dirty. Now, most Americans from the time they're kids are taught not to hit below the belt. It's not sportsmanlike. Well, nobody has taught the Japs that, and war ain't no sport. Kick him in the balls before he kicks you in yours, growled our instructor. And then we were introduced to the Marine's foxhole companion, the K-bar knife. This deadly piece of cutlery was manufactured by the company bearing its name. The knife was 1 foot long with a 7-inch long by 1.5-inch wide blade. The 5-inch handle was made of leather washers packed together and had USMC stamped on the blade side of the upper hand guard. Light for its size, the knife was beautifully balanced. Everybody has heard a lot about all those kinds of fancy fighting knives that are or should be carried by infantry troops. Throwing knives, stilettos, daggers, and all that stuff. Most of it's nothing but bull, and this is the instructor talking again. Sure, you'll probably open more Kansas City rations than Japs with this knife, but if a Jap ever jumps in your hole, you're better off with the K-bar than any other knife. It's the very best, and it's rugged too. If you guys were gonna fight Germans, I guess you'd never need a fighting knife. But with the Japs, it's different. I guarantee that you or the man in the next foxhole will use a K-bar on a Jap infiltrator before the war is over. And the author, E.B. Sledge, goes on to say, he was right. So, the K-bar, combat knife in general, an invaluable tool, and this is a fine one to have, ladies and gents. Go get yourself a K-bar if you don't have one already. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.